If someone ever told you that anger is bad, it means they are the one who are not able to benefit from you. It can be your family, it can be your friends. It is one of the best things that can happen to you if you leverage it well. Anger is not a bad thing. Anger is your body protecting you from hurt, from sentiments, from people who have invaded your boundary, from situations which does not serve you. Anger is just an emotion, but anger is a portal for you to understand yourself. My name is Anali and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are talking about anger, and once you hear this conversation, you would know that anger is not a bad thing. In fact, the way you look at anger, you would change your perspective towards it and take it as a boundary invasion mechanism that your body uses to protect you. What we have been told since childhood about anger is bad, anger is worse, we women should not be getting angry. It has been majorly taught by our mother and our father and the people we have been growing up around. In fact, one of the most absurd things my mom had told me while I was young, while I was a child, that would get angry a lot when I was a child. I had a lot of anger issues until now, until I really sat with myself and mothered myself and undid and unlearned what my mom had taught me while growing up. So she used to, when I was getting angry or my people would bully me, the family members who would bully me as a child. So she would say in Hindi, जिसको सबसे ज़्यादा प्यार करते हैं उसी को सबसे ज़्यादा चिढ़ाते हैं. You see, oh my God. In English, it means the ones we love so much are the ones we tease a lot. That's an absurd meaning for love. And it also means that you does not understand my anger. And it also means that you don't understand a boundary which a child is trying to draw. So no matter how much angry I would get, they would still tease me, they would still bully me. And I think it's not just about me, it's about mostly children out in the society. So when I would get angry, they would think that I'm irritated person, and they would do that again and again and again and again. And that's how my childhood has been majorly. And that's how I became a rebel until last opportunity in my life where I had a chance to sit with myself and to really study upon myself, because we in life, we are majorly running our life basis on a subconscious beliefs rather than thinking thorough to it. Because our conscious mind, which is present here, but the subconscious mind, which have early beliefs of your childhood, of your adulthood, and you don't even realize, because the similar patterns keep happening in your life, similar situations keep happening in your life. You multiple times you get angry but no one listens, and eventually people call you that, oh my gosh, she has anger issues, he has anger issues, or whatsoever. No, anger issues is not a problem. The problem is what is beneath that anger. Why are you getting angry? Because anger is just an emotion, right? Anger is just a forefront that comes from your body when you are in a situation. But what is beneath that anger? Why is it even there? When was the last time someone didn't hear you? Why you had to shout your heart out? Why there is a raging sensation in your body when someone's not listening to you? Why there is so much power by the other person over you? My agenda to create this video are two things. One is to tell you that anger is not a bad thing. If you work upon it, you can really leverage it to understand yourself better and process to have an easy life comparatively what we have been having, to have a peaceful life. This is what I really want. And another is the diseases that you can have due to anger, and the impact we have on our body due to anger is another reason why I'm making this video. So I was telling you, last year when I sat with myself, I realized there were a lot of things. Man, I just wonder why these things were never taught to us in school. First of all, my real question is, and globally, not just in one country, why these things were never taught to us in the school? Why we were never told how to process emotions? Why we were never told that anger is just an emotion. It's just like love. It's just like pain. It's just like peace. It is just an emotion that you feel. Why there has to be so much hullabaloo around it? Why we were never told on how to process anger or how to handle ourselves when we get angry? So, what happens when you get angry? But first of all, what is anger? And anger is an emotion that arises in your body when there is an invasion of your boundary, invasion of your space, invasion of what you told that you don't like it, but someone still does it. When you feel disrespected in a public situation, when you feel disrespected, not respected, wherever you are, that's when you get angry. But what happens when we get angry? Our breath becomes shallow. We are not able to think thoroughly. Our mind stop thinking from a conscious mind that is available, that is a present mind, and it starts connecting previous dot that okay, she must have done that, she had done that 30 years back or 20 years back, his father had done that, and they have always been like this or whatsoever, and then you become all bombarded. At one point when your conscious brain stop working, there becomes accumulation of these things, and these 30 years of conversation or probably past 5 years of grief, resentment, it all comes at once, and then it bursts out. So there are two types of anger. One is passive anger and one is active anger. Passive anger, it means you are in a situation where people are saying something to you, but then you cannot express it. You know that you're getting angry, but you cannot express this due to some situations, due to he's your father's best friend, or he's an elder person to you, or you have been conditioned to not express it. That's when you hold it in your body and you start resenting it eventually. So when you come home, you bring it to your home, and then you start, oh my god, I should have said this, oh my god, I should have said that, I could have fucked him, I should just do that, and all of that. This is passive anger. Man, this is way dangerous than active anger, because in active anger, at least you fight, at least you kill someone, right? At least you release your anger out of somewhere. But in passive anger, it remains with you. You start resenting in it, and slowly, when you keep repeating the conversations in your head that, oh my god, I should have said that, why did she say it, what is the problem with her, how could she say it, and all this, whenever you start looping these conversations in your head, it starts getting in your body, and eventually it becomes hatred, and eventually it starts getting into each and every cell of your body. So whenever that person's name would come up, you would just rage. Every time the situation or every time the conversation in your head, even if it is not real right now, that your body would still rage. So passive anger is one of the most dangerous types of anger which is available in the market, in the human body. So it means the emotion was not released. It means the emotion is still stored in your body. So these stored emotions can cause PCOS because there is water in your sacral chakra and it is not released. It is our emotion portal. Our emotions has to be released in the right way. Either it could be expressed, either it could be taken care of, or somatically you release it, you forgive people, and you move forward, right? It is important for us to take care of our emotions. It can cause PCOS. Excessive resentment can cause cancer and migraine. If you have migraine, you should really sit with yourself and think on whom you're angry, whom you're resenting. Eventually that anger becomes resentment, and resentment becomes hate, and having a lot of hatred in your body is not healthy for your cells. It has to be blooming. It has to be blooming with love and peace. Another type of anger is active anger, where we have seen people smashing each other, fighting for life, killing, and a lot of other things, because they are not able to control the emotion that is arising in their body. Emotion could be anything. Emotion could be love, anger, passion, resentment, or any other emotion that exists. Guilt, excessive of any emotion can cause diseases, uterus fibroids, and throat diseases, because it has not been expressed. So because the emotion does not get processed in your body, Your face becomes red, there are sensations in your body, you're not able to handle yourself, you're not able to manage yourself, your breath becomes shallow and you don't know what to do. But all you have to do is just release it somewhere. So you either fight with people or you do anything to take it out, and you're not in your senses because your prefrontal cortex stopped working. In this situation, the subconscious takes the charge, and it tells you everything that has happened in the past with respect to this person. If you do not have a control over the subconscious mind, now the anger be active or passive, in both the cases it is damaging you and your body, it is damaging your personality, it is damaging your cells, it is bringing other people's energy which you don't want. If you don't like someone, but if you keep thinking about someone, their energy start absorbing into your cells, and it automatically starts showing up on your skin, on your body, and in your life. Your breath becomes shallow. It means your body goes into fight or flight. It means you're constantly ready to fight, to defend yourself. If you are constantly thinking about that situation, it means your body constantly is in fight or flight, and your mind thinks there's threat. I'm just ready to fight, I'm just ready to fight, I'm just gonna fuck you, I'm just gonna fuck you, I could have said that, I'm just gonna kick her ass, and all of this. Your body does not think it is safe. Your body thinks there is a war. Even when you call your friends and you tell, what did she do, what did he do, in that situation you are again repeating the conversation. It means it is still in your body, right? It is there is somewhere it gets stuck in your body, and excessive resentment can cause tumors and cysts and a lot of fibroids in a man's or a woman's body, and majorly in women's man, because we are absolutely sensitive. Our intensity is so die hard that if it is driven into love, then we create love, creation, blooming. But if it is driven into resentment, hatred, then it can cause these kind of autoimmune diseases in our body. You have to understand this one thing. Wherever your intensity of life flows, you flow. If you flow towards hating someone, judging someone, getting angry and resenting someone constantly, again and again, they must have said something 5 years back, but then you feel so much at peace when you recall that conversation. It means your life is moving toward that person, toward that situation. But if you think about the loving situation where you just forgive the person, whatever she did, that's her part, and you move on with it, you move on with your life, you see your intensity takes you to blooming, to happiness, to harmony. Okay, look, anger is not bad. The reaction to the anger is what causes problems. Hear me out. Anger is not bad. Anger is a portal for you to understand what is bothering you, what is your insecurity, and how you can distance yourself from people who does not serve you. But if you react upon your anger then and there, then it causes problem to you. Your mind stops working. You don't know what to do, and you have just this unfiltered raw emotion which is waiting to be expressed, which is waiting to come out. Now there are two things in anger. One is not expressing and other is reacting. If you are not expressing your anger, it means you are suppressing it. You are putting it inside and letting it kill you, because you want to be so sweet in the situation. You don't want to lose that person, because your mom had told you anger is bad because he's so close to your father and you can't say it. There are a lot of situations that can happen when you don't express it, or you don't feel comfortable expressing it, right? But honestly, I understand there are some situations where you cannot really express it. So you have to learn on how to handle that emotion internally. I'll make another video where I'll tell you on how to handle any emotion internally. So, but let me give you a gist of it. So let's say you are in a social situation and someone say, oh, you're so thin, why don't you eat? So at this point, I would definitely feel angry because you don't know the fuck I am doing. Okay, but that anger is a first thought. Whatever she says, if you just breathe and if you just let her speak, and once you do that, you would know where is it coming from. You would know either it is coming from her insecurity, or either it is coming from resentment that she has towards me, or it is from coming from anywhere. So at this point, you have the time to really think, to really reply to her, because that's when whatever she says is not about you, it's about her. It's about her insecurity, it's about her resentment, it's about her lack mindset. Right? I'm not thin, for fuck's sake. I'm thin. You know how much work I do to keep myself so fit? You have to choose your battles wisely. You can't just be jumping into every battle. Right? There are some situations where you really have to show them their place, where you really have to fuck them. But another way to express your anger is, you let it absorb inside. You know that you're getting angry. You observe the sensations wherever it is. And I know it's not easy to to observe that you're getting angry. It's at this one point, it becomes very obvious to just be angry. But just listen to me. Just breathe and know that it's just another emotion. Yeah, and know that it is not in fact their problem, it is your problem, because they have the power right now to make you angry. So if someone says this and you don't feel comfortable, so you clearly say that, you know what, whatever you say does not makes me comfortable, and does not make me comfortable, and I would appreciate if you not say this going forward. That's it. You expressed it nicely. Yeah, you didn't create a fight, or you created a boundary where not just her, but the people around her even would know that they should not fuck with you, because you call out their conversation or their idea of talking out to people. So they would be scared. So you have to draw a boundary. And next time, even if they do that again, it's time when you snap. It's time when you fuck their face. Yeah? Or even if not, even if they are not listening to you, it's time when you distance yourself. You don't go to those situations. You don't go to those places, because those are not aligned. What is an anger? An anger is a boundary or an alignment issue. I recently was at a social gathering, and these aunties were calling me thin. I was getting very angry. I looked at my mom and I was like, you know what? Why don't you talk about yourself? You are so fat. Why don't you talk about this? Why don't you talk about this? You guys talk about yourself, not to talk about me. But honestly, the wiser perspective of me would have walked away, because those aunties are not my audience. Those are not my people. I don't stand with them. Like, they are just of not my category. So I would just like, okay, fine. And I wouldn't react. Even I would just take 2 steps back and leave, and would never see them again. Fuck you. I don't care where you exist or you die or whatsoever. You call me thin, fat, that's again your insecurity. I don't give a fuck about it. Yeah, you have to learn on how to distance yourself from the people who screw your peace of mind for fun. Another way is, I like to show people their places in their life. So there was this ex of mine who was, we were quite having issues. We were on the verge of breakup. We were very young, and he had come to my home while I was living away from my parents with my friends, and he started making fun of me, which I was not liking what he was doing in front of my friends. So I just smiled and I just looked at him and I said him something so brutal about his ex, or about his ego, that hurt his ego, and he left from the place right then and there. Right? So I didn't panic. I was just there. I just knew what I have to do. I just knew what I want. I just knew his insecurity. So I played upon it. That's it. Baby, you got to play smart. You can't, you cannot play rigid. You cannot play loud, because it is not healthy for us. I've told you what happens inside us if we react. The situations loop inside our body, and it drains away our energy, while all our energy has to go down, has to go to our sacral chakra, has to go to our uterus, our ovaries. There has to be love in us, no hatred, just a hinge to show people their place. Again, as I mentioned, it is very important for us to create a boundary, subtly, or You just say that whatever you're saying, I'm not liking it. Rather than suppressing it, you say it. You say it on people's face. What is the max that would happen? Honestly, I have seen a lot of women and people in my life where even if they get angry, they just remain inside and they are just smiling. No, it's okay. No, it's okay. Because they are scared to lose the friends. They are scared to leave the situation. They are scared to be alone. Man, being alone is way better than living in a situation which does not serve you. It is important to stand on your self respect. Yeah, and honestly, it's mostly with women. I'm with men, okay? But women, we have been told, especially by our mothers, that oh, you get angry a lot. Anger is not good. Anger is not good for a girl. How will you handle your MIL, mother-in-law? How will you handle your husband, your children if you get so angry? Right, because she has been taught to keep people pleased, to she has been taught to be happy, even if people are fucking on their face to their children, or even to her, she would be like, oh no, it's okay, because she has no way out. She does not earn. She never learned that she can prioritize herself. She never learned what is expression. She never learned what is to express. But you know what? She did the best she could to you. But it's time that you unlearn and mother yourself. You tell yourself, if it makes you angry, you don't stand there. If it makes you angry, you create a boundary. You block the person. That's it. You don't have to look at one person on Instagram again and again and resent, Array, why is she doing this? Array, why is she looking like this? Fucking block it. Don't live inside that resentment. Anywhere, any situation, if you find resentment, kill it. Just block it. Block it from your vision, block it from your system. Give all the abundance and love to yourself. There are some people who are very adamant in our life. They don't understand the meaning of no. They would just do it again and again just to tease you. One thing for sure is that you are not authoritative to shut them up. Yeah. But even if you told them, oh, please don't do it, I don't like it, even if you snapped at them, they are still doing it. It means you prioritize your peace and leave. You block that person, even if he's your brother, even if he's whosoever, even if he's your ex-boyfriend, mother, father, you block them. You tell them, I don't like it. I don't like it. If you don't stop doing it, I would fuck you out of my life. That's it. You say this one time and they would come begging to you. And even if they don't come, they are not your people. Stop being around people who don't respect you, who don't respect your sentences or your authority or your communication, who don't respect your no. I don't like it. It's a plain, simple statement. Again, the point is not to react, but to express. But to express, you should be aware on what is it exactly. You should be aware what is this anger exactly. You should be aware. You should be able to calm yourself down, or just be aware that there is anger, rather than letting your mind take over that, oh my gosh, she did this. You should be aware to be present. You should be able to handle that inside. Once you're strong and powerful inside, you can fuck the person. You can bring out their insecurities. You can know that whatever they are saying, and even honestly, rather than even fucking, let's just know that whatever they are saying, it has nothing to do with you. It is the way they are brought. It is the way they have the perspective. It is the way they deal in life. If they are judging you, it means they judged it themselves. So it has nothing to do with you. If they call you fat, thin, loving, kindly, or anything, or whatsoever, dark skin, fair skin, whatsoever they say, it has nothing to do with you. It's how they see you. Yeah. You cannot control on how people see you, but you can clearly communicate that I don't like to talk about this thing in my life. Yeah, you can just say it if it really bothers you. If you have to spend time with that person, like I don't care about those aunties, I would not go to them. I would not even chill with them. Yeah, even if I have the audacity to go to a public situation and I can just face them and not talk to them. If you have this, then that's fair. And if you do not, you can, because there are some situations in life where we really have to communicate, like a fiance, our mothers, where we tell them that, what, let's not talk about this, it does not serve me, and they would not do it. That's it. It's just a matter of this, rather than cribbing inside, killing inside. Oh, why did she say it? Why did he say? Why did it happen? Why? No. One of the very important things that helped me in my healing journey is allowing myself to get angry. I have been brought up in a household where getting angry was a sin. I was not allowed to get angry because the people around me were so angry that they would take my anger as something which did not serve them. So I had to shut myself down. And then I started suppressing that anger because anger is anger, right? I would get angry at anything that they would say which no longer served me. So I would get angry, but I would eat that anger. So it is very important, first of all, to know that it is safe to express your anger, or it is safe for you to be angry. Even if you're handling it inside, it is safe. You do not have to eat it up, you do not have to suppress it, you do not have to kill yourself with it, right? Just know that it is okay to be angry. And once you know that this is something that is pissing you off, then you can work on it, that why is it pissing you off? Did they comment on your body? So what part of it that affected you? A part of you that was insecure about your body, or a part of you because you don't like the way she said it, or because you don't like the way she said it in front of 10 people? What is it that you didn't like about that situation? Yeah. And then you work upon it. So once you start working upon it, if you know that it I got angry because she called me thin, right? Now the point is that there must be something which I am insecure about, right? If I was secure about my body, if I was enough about my body, then I would that it wouldn't have bothered. Since the day I understood that what people say has nothing to do with me, it has everything to do with them, their perspective and their life, and the way they see life or their approach towards life or whatsoever. I have stopped getting angry. Like, my amount of getting anger has become less. So you see, whatever they say has to do with them. So, even if it hurt me, or even if I would judge them, I forgive them. I just let them go. I just send them life. I just send them good vibrations. I'm like, I know you're judging me. I know it's not. I know that's how you see me. I know you think I'm this or whatsoever. But again, that's your problem. That's not my problem. When I stop taking responsibility for people's emotions, for people's perspective on me and life or whatsoever, when I know who the fuck I am and what I want and why I'm doing this and what I'm working upon in my life, then whatever anyone says, it does not bother me. I'm just so strong in my body that I don't care who says what. I'll just live it. I'll just be with it. That's it. So start forgiving. Once you start forgiving, you hold no resentment in your body. You hold no hatred in your body. It means you are healthy. It means you're fine. And then eventually, when the situation lowers down, you have the time to think that why did it bother you, and you can work upon yourself. Am I insecure about my body? Am I insecure about this? Am I insecure about that? Do I really not like that person and I'm still spending time with them? It gives you time to really think thoroughly. What you can't speak, your body speaks, and your emotion, your anger is a way of protecting you, because at that situation you might have felt hurt, you might have felt uncomfortable, but you didn't leave or you didn't express it. That's when anger arises. It's your body, it's you. Anger is you. Great, this is it for the anger today. I would make another video on how to process emotions inside, and how to keep yourself safe from people like this lower mindset people, man, who wants to dig in your ass, who wants to invade your boundary, who wants to do. No, we should just stay away from people. Relax. Yeah, learn more about yourself. The more you learn about yourself, the more you can fuck people on their face. Rather than hurting yourself, do not hurt yourself, hurt others. Go fuck it. I love you.